Satnam guys, thank you so much for joining. Welcome to my channel. This is gonna be a pick-a-paw reading to see like decoding. Somebody wanted me to do a reading on like decoding or understanding the messages from your guides or something. Something in regards to those lines. So if you don't want to understand, this is just going to be a message from the divine or whatever. But I kind of want to also say like this is to help you understand the messages that you are receiving, okay? To help you understand the energies that you are feeling, etc., okay? For pile number 1, we have this cool South American looking shale. Did you guys hear Liam just died in Argentina yesterday? Oh no, I'm so sorry, my guy. I don't know why that's coming up. There might be some kind of death rebirth happening for you in your life that you're unaware of or something, pile number 1. This is pile number 1. For pile number 2, we have this chocolate, sweetie, this nut ball, truffle, hazelnut chocolate. It's very old, I think. It's almost like a year old now, but keeping it because it's chocolate, you know, food of the gods. For pile number 3, we have this black tourmaline stone. And then for pile number 4, we have this infinity ring with small little diamond thingies inside of it, okay? Okay, so those are the 4 piles to see what's your message from divinity, what are you not understanding. This is to help you understand your message from divinity. Pick your pile and I'll see you there. 02, let's do 44 because I want to smoke my cigarette quickly. Yum. Satnam, pile number 1. Tobacco spirit, cleanse us. Yes, I feel like you're going through some kind of death rebirth, and I actually feel like you might be connecting without realizing it. Or maybe you've gotten so good. Okay. You've gotten so good at death rebirth, you don't even realize when it's happening anymore. Okay. And I feel like this is some kind of message from some kind of shamanic ancestor or plant spirit or a shamanic ancestor that works with plant spirits or something like that. Okay. I feel like divinity, your guides, this shaman ancestor or whatever, is actually reaching out to you, or this is like an alternate version of you. You can see it that as, because I don't really believe in gods or even angels. Maybe gods, but you know. But I feel like this energy is coming into your experience to let you know, like, listen, you have mastered the process of nature in regards to, you have mastered the process of strengthening yourself, of evolution, of death, rebirth, of survival of the fittest, or something like that, okay? Interesting. This is also making me think of a megalodon tooth. A megalodon tooth. Let's see what's happening for pile number 1. Decoding their ancestral messages. I feel like there is an energy or a consciousness waiting for you in a distant land as well. If you've been feeling the urge to, if you've been feeling like restless, it's because once again you've become so good at death rebirth that it's like not a thing for you anymore, and it's time for like the next level for you to like start experiencing or expressing or traveling or something like that. Okay, connecting with new lands, connecting with new beings, or connecting with new perspectives or something. The devil, I know. But you know what? This is actually exactly, oh, like, oh, yes. are, yes, this is Cernunnos. You might have an alternate timeline where you very intensely or very closely worked with Pan or Cernunnos or the embodiment of nature. You might be some kind of, I'm hearing like a prophet or a prophetess or an avatar or a voice for Cernunnos, okay? If you've been feeling like super intensely pressured, if you were feeling like you were dealing with super intense devil energy, that was Cernunnos. That was never like Satan or evil or anything. Cernunnos or Pan is literally the embodiment of the wild, okay? And the wild represents chaos. The wild represents the unknown. Compared to our everyday, like, easy peasy lives, the wild is literally this mass of darkness surrounding one single candle, okay? That's what you were dealing with, and I feel like that is the message that you need to recognize. Like, you are a spokesperson for Cernunnos. You are a spokesperson for Pan, for the wild, for nature. Again, there's something about you not always fully recognizing this because the energies are. Nature is really big. Okay, there's so much going on. Not just with one plant, one tree. There's so much life and the roots and the bugs and the etc. etc. So you were really dealing with a shit ton of energy here. Very prehistoric energies even here, okay? And I feel like you need to know that you have become in regards to this energy, you have become in regards to being able to recognize the God in everything and in yourself, etc., etc., okay? But that's why it was feeling very dark and confusing and maybe even devilish. Listen, Cernunnos, Dionysus, Pan, like it's this archetype of humanity, like where we truly allow our most animalistic selves to be expressed, our most our most animalistic selves to embody, okay? And I feel like that is the darkness that you were feeling. That is the devil energy that you were feeling. So really, I'm hearing this vibe of like, be not afraid. Like, don't be afraid of me. I'm literally your God, I'm the thing that guided your evolution or some shit like that, okay? You might resonate. I did a collective reading a couple of months ago where I said something about you going through the whole process of evolution in a matter of months or something. This is why, okay? Eight of Cups. I feel like you're being called by Cernunnos. I feel like you're being called by the wild. You're being called by nature. You're being called to go into the wild, to go into the unknown, into the darkness. I feel like that might be like some of you are about to travel and you're going to find a place, a very wild, natural place that you're actually going to be stepping into and stepping onto and like the batakater. I just heard something about Cernunnos or Pan or something like this the green god or whatever, the masculine, like being your lover. This energy, you think you're walking away from the devil, you're walking away from Cernunnos, you're walking away from nature, you're walking away from the being that guided your creation and evolution, etc., 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 on every level, okay? This is the being that came everything out. Like with ancient Egypt, the pharaoh would go into the Nile and masturbate into the Nile, okay? Like that's what Cernunnos did. Like it's God, like Atum, or like the head god of the Egyptians, not even Ra, but like the god, masturbated and then creation started. Like that's what you're walking away from. You're like, I know this is weird energy, but it is what it is, Knight of Pentacles. Two of Cups. I'm telling you, Cernunnos is your lover, the Hierophant. Ten of Swords, you might have again thought this was the devil. Religion might be trying to convince you that this is the devil, but it's because religion is so anti-nature. We see it how the religious authorities or the church or whatever like destroyed ancient sites, ancient worship sites, and built churches there, right? You are being called into the court, into the embrace, into the okay, of Cernunnos. Okay, you're being I don't even feel like you're being called. I feel like you're being dragged almost. Like it's kind of like you almost don't have a choice. If you had this very strong affinity for darkness, or maybe even silence, or something like that, it's Cernunnos, it's Pan. Tell the world the great god Pan is not dead, okay? That's what I'm hearing here. Cernunnos is about to cause earthquakes just so that he can be with you, okay? Just so that you can sit together in the darkness and reminisce on how alive and loving 1111 you are together, you understand? You thought you were fighting the devil, but you were actually being brainwashed maybe by this Hierophant energy again, which is this. It's fake religion, it's organized religion, it is the fake light, it's the destruction of nature in order to seem powerful, you understand? That's what maybe you failed to comprehend or something, and it maybe scared you a little bit, okay? But Cernunnos doesn't give a fuck, okay? Because, okay, okay, that was very cool, Paul number one. I love that for you. Thank you so much. Please do consider liking, subscribing, donating, contacting me for a personal reading. Everything is in the description box down below. I'll see you again for a noble boopa taka tika toka da da da. Let's light it up, light it up. I'm a ganja goblin. Hello, Paul number two. For those of you who picked the chocolate truffle. This is going to be your reading. The message that you're not understanding from your guides, or how can I help you comprehend or decode these energies from your guides? You know what I'm getting? I'm getting something about you need to realize you can live off of anything. It's kind of like everything is energy. So I feel like that's why things keep being thrown at you, maybe. It's because you can literally alchemize plastic into nutrition for you. You understand? That's the kind of energy I'm getting here. I'm not saying you should be thrown with bullshit. I'm just saying it's almost like you're going to keep being thrown with bullshit by yourself almost. Until you recognize that like you can literally even eat shit and survive. But why would you want to, right? Maybe that's also what you're not understanding. Maybe you were going through this consistent thing of thinking you need to better yourself, you need to improve, you need to keep like climbing the ladder of yourself because you need to prove to yourself how amazing you are, how powerful you are. I can alchemize this. But I feel like the message you're not understanding, Paul number two, is that you really don't have to. Like, I feel like you know who you are now. So that's all you need. You just need to know who you are and that's all, you know? I feel like there might be some kind of trail of goodies being left to you that you're not necessarily recognizing or that you're ignoring, maybe. Maybe you're not ignoring it, but maybe you're thinking, maybe you're getting like this nutball chocolate as an offering or as a trail or something, but then you're like, no, that can't be good for me, so it can't be the thing I'm desiring or something like that. You understand? So there's some kind of double-edged sword here. You need to understand, like, you really don't have to eat shit in order to survive, but you do need to know that you can eat shit in order to survive, okay? And then take it from there. Eight of Swords. Yeah, like, why would you be in a mental imprisonment? I feel like if something is trying to force feed you shit, that thing is about to be in complete disarray, okay? That thing is about to be in complete anarchy with itself or something like that. I'm not gonna get into too much of a shitty energy here, but it's kind of like, it's almost like the thing keeping you stuck, or the thing keeping something else having power over you, is your belief that you need to keep eating shit, or your belief that you need to keep proving yourself, your belief that you haven't proven yourself to yourself yet, but you have. Mama. Right? Two of Cups. Oh my God. You need, you, I feel like you've seen how beautiful and amazing, like you felt energetically how beautiful and amazing you are. Pile number 2. But it hasn't sunk in fully yet. You know what? Pile number 2, I feel like your guides are telling you, listen, Mr/Mrs. Since you're not seeing how beautiful you are, we've done everything to show you how beautiful, how amazing, how great you are. Let's give you love. Let's give you maybe a person. Let's give you a proper fucking reflection of how amazing you are, okay? I also feel like if you keep dealing with situations where you feel like everybody entering your life wants to tie you up and keep you bound, it's literally because, first of all, like, you create the energy in the moment. So just alchemize that energy and the frequency shifts completely. I can promise you that, okay? But it's the love. It's the love highlighting the trauma. It's the love highlighting the disbelief. It's the amazingness of you that is showing where you haven't fully accepted your own amazingness. This trail being left is a trail being left by you, by your higher self. And you're like, no, no, no. You know, it's like, what? What do you mean, no? I mean, no. No, you mean yes, okay? Because I feel this, you're like, you know, like this Eight of Swords is giving me that vibe. I don't know if you guys know that SNL skit about that blonde lady. She's like, don't make me sing. Don't make me sing. That's what I'm getting with this Eight of Swords. Like, you actually know how powerful, how amazing you are, but it's kind of like you're playing coy. But you're not playing coy out of humility. You're playing coy out of insecurity, quite frankly, pal number 2, okay? But again, I feel like something like a projection is coming into your life to show you, like, look at you, look at my two. No, no, no. You know, like, wow. Five of Wands. Pile number 2. If you've been feeling, again, energy of people entering in order to hurt you, what you're actually feeling is a feeling of competition for you. You're feeling a competition for your energy. You're you're feeling a competition for, it's kind of like the aggression you feel from people sometimes when they enter into your field. It's the aggression those people feel towards the other energies that are in your field. Do you understand what I'm saying? The Devil. Go check out pile number 1. 3 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Cups. Pile number 2, like, it's kind of like being gifted this trail by Kernunnos, by like the Green Man by nature or something. But then it's kind of like you wouldn't think this was being given by Pan or by nature or by God, but because it's chocolate and it's man-made, it's sugary, it's not good for you, etc., etc. But this is exactly what Creator is. Like, Source is this as well. You understand? This love reflection that you're receiving is the love reflection you are able to be in your shadow with completely. Go check out pile number 1. This might have made you feel a little bit afraid because you were afraid of your own shadow, okay? This entity, this person, this being does not take shit when it comes to you, okay? Again, that is the... Wow, I just heard affection. That is the conflict that you're feeling. Your guides want you to know that, like... Again, even if somebody had some kind of shitty intention, like... alchemize that, like create something different immediately in your reality, right? But like that is not even the case. People are actually fighting for your attention and affection. Pile number 2. I'm just getting my tobacco and things because I want to roll a cigarette. There it is. So, part number 2, you need to realize that, like, for instance, this, like, 1 cent nutball truffle being offered to you in actuality is a multi-billion-dollar chocolate company because it's about the energy. It's about who's giving it to you. It's about who you are, okay? You understand? It's not a taste, it's not anything, it's about that billion-dollar chocolate company in spirit is actually this 1 cent nutball. You understand? Because it's not about that. It's not about anything but this love. I hope I'm making myself clear. Like, to God, the earth is literally just a pot plant. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And that is not only what God wants you to know, but God wants you to know that that being that sees the world as this pot plant or whatever, you need to check pile number 1 as well. Loves you. Okay. I feel like you're gonna be shown this reflection of love from somebody, and again, when the trigger starts, know that it's because this person wants to, I'm getting make love to your shadow or something, which is amazing. Guys, thank you so much, pile number 2. That was your reading. Please do consider liking, subscribing, donating, contacting me for a personal reading. Everything is in the description box down below. I will see you again for another one, okay? Satnam, pile number 3. This is going to be your reading if you chose this black tourmaline. I'm getting something about, like, your guides want you to really not take anything serious. Like, I know the black tourmaline is like protection, and it's like protection from witches and evil eye and negative energies. But like, your guides want you to know that, like, it's really not that serious. Even like divinity wants you to know, like, you are so profoundly protected and beautiful and like loved, rather, that it really isn't that serious. Like, it's literally this mental game that you're playing with yourself or something. And the more you believe this mental game, the more it is real. You understand? Because it's your simulation, brother, you know? So you should really not be some kind of heavy energy, I feel like, that you feel like you need protection from. I feel like divinity is about to come through, and they're trying to show you. It might have felt like God was teasing you at some point. It's because he was trying to show you, like, listen, it's really not that serious. Here, have heaven. You know, like, Jesus, calm down, okay? The Hierophant. I feel like that's exactly the case. 4 of Swords. Yeah, like just chill, you know, like, it's really not that serious, my guy. 4 of Cups, like, 9 of Cups, exactly, here's your heaven, like, King of Wands, yeah, 7 of Swords, Page of Swords, like, even if you are being deceived by God as a trickster, it always works out so much better, and then you, like, laugh about it anyway, right? Like, you might not feel like that, like, right now you might feel like, okay, but part number 4. I feel like God's been teasing you. The universe has been teasing you into releasing your triggers. Okay? Because we don't want that lame energy in heaven, you know? Like, I mean, it can be, but like, why would we want it to be there, you know? Like, nobody thinks lame is heavenly. Unless you do, but, I don't know. Rooms, rams, rims, rims. Oh my god, like whenever I come close to him, I can immediately hear him going like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. You can see it in. Kom lê. Lê, wat het hier gebeur, bro? Het jy seer gekry? Kom lê, lê rommel. Oh, sy seun. Oh, sy seun. Oh, sy brother. It's also almost like the universe, God, your guides want you to understand that your alchemy game is on point, your power is on point. Like it really doesn't matter what happens. Like it's not that serious. You always have another offer coming. You can always just have another wish fulfillment. I'm also being told 6 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. I'm also being told like if a wish didn't work out, whether it was because of you or it was because of somebody else or sabotage or misunderstandings, or it really doesn't matter, like not seeing it or something like that. It really doesn't matter. Because if it didn't work out, you didn't really want it anyway. You understand? Maybe not at the time or at all. It doesn't matter. It was because of you. Plain and simple. Like your guides want you to know that you have the authority to literally have anything you want, right? There is always going to be a wish fulfillment. There is always going to be a 9 of cups for you. There is always going to be a cup being offered to you. All you have to do is literally not take things so seriously, because it's kind of like, why, like you don't want to drink with somebody that is always angry or always sad. You don't want to party with somebody that's always like seeing the worst in people, or that's always like having some kind of issue with somebody, like that's always talking cock about somebody, like that's always triggered by somebody. It doesn't, you know, like it's really not that serious, bro. Like, you know, sister. So your guides want you to know that it really doesn't matter what happens, who does what happens where, what happens who, why, because, somewhere. What matters is that you are having a wish fulfilled nonetheless. You will always have your wish fulfilled, despite what, okay? But it's about you not taking it too seriously, because the high vibration of the wish will always trigger that which is not in alignment with the wish, okay? So you need to be very playful, rest and relax in knowing that, like, the cup isn't coming, the cup is already being offered. Just take it, drink from it and lay back and trip, you know? Page of Wands, the Devil, 5 of Wands, Death. Yeah, it's really not that serious, okay? It's really not that, even when you think it is, it really isn't. Really. Thank you so much, number 3. You might have had some kind of issue, like really decoding the non-seriousness, or not understanding that, like, God wants to show you, like, it doesn't matter what. You don't have to take it seriously, okay? Because I got you, boo, you know? Okay, 2-8. Thank you so much, number 3. That was your reading. Please do consider liking, subscribing, donating, contacting me for a personal reading. Everything is in the description box down below. Bye-bye. Satnam, Paul number 4. Leen bal lekker. If only all of us could do that. Rim says licking his balls, and I'm just wondering, wow. You know, thanks God. You know. Okay, Paul number 4. Where for those of you who picked this ring, this is gonna be your reading to see, like, decoding the message from your guides or something. What are your guides or divinity trying to tell you? I feel like you're about to be able to do something that you weren't able to do, and this is going to bring you a lot of pleasure, okay? I also just felt somebody think that the way I related my dog licking his balls to this spiritual concept is kind of strange but kind of cool as well. So I feel like this thing that you couldn't do but are about to be able to do, you're gonna be doing it in a way that you didn't, that's like strange, or like it seems a little bit like kooky, or it seems a little bit, it might even actually seem divine because it's so weird. It's like because you're not supposed to be able to, you understand? I'm getting something about marriage. There's a whole lot of love today. I'm getting something about like the spiritual marriage with God, this infinite relation, this infinite this in Nine of Wands, this infinite cycle or loop with God. Nine of Wands, Nine of Pentacles. Like you might feel like you're not married. Like you might feel like you're very alone. But like that is actually the wound in you feeling alone. No. And I feel like God wants you to know, like, or your guides or divinity wants you to know that I kind of want to say the more alone you feel with this infinity, I'm seeing a dragonfly, the more alone you feel, that energy is going into some kind of infinite loop or infinite, I just heard projectile vomit as well. That energy is going into some kind of infinite loop or infinite self-perpetual creator thing, okay? I think I mentioned something like this in a different pile on a different day. What you are going to be able to suddenly do is, I feel like you're going to be able to go from a Nine of Wands, being surrounded by a lot of energies but still being alone, to going to a Nine of Pentacles, which is being surrounded by a lot of energies while not being alone. I feel like there's some kind of energy that, I don't necessarily think it's true, but there's some kind of energy that you might believe that you are completely disconnected from something or somebody or God or a certain aspect of you, maybe even. Excuse me. There might have been some kind of a wounding of your soul or something like that. The wounded healer, something like that. A wounding of your soul that happened. I feel like you're about to do the impossible or do this thing you never could do by being in a Nine of Pentacles instead of being in a Nine of Wands. It's like you should be in a Nine of Wands because your archetype is the wounded healer archetype or something. But God's like, nah, your archetype is the Nine of Pentacles archetype, bro. You understand what I'm trying to say? So that's also why I feel like it seems a little like, how do you make pentacles out of wands? How do you make earth out of fire? You just does, you know? You just do. How? Check here. It's all energy. You just tell the fire energy to be pentacle energy. You just tell the fire energy to be solid. As easy as that. You are about to, pile number 4, be in this infinite, I feel like you're already in this infinite cycle with God, with Creator. You know what? Oh my God. This isn't you, actually. Well, it is, but like also not. This is God. This is divinity. This is the universe. This is your guides, whatever. They only have 9 of Pentacles, but you are the last pentacle. You are the missing piece pentacle to them. You understand? To God, to the missing piece pentacle. You understand what I'm trying to say? You were searching for your missing piece, but all along you were the missing piece, pile number 4. That's why you thought you were this. Because you thought you were searching for your missing piece, but no, you were the missing piece. Yes. Stop repeating. Let's continue. 3 of Wands, okay. And the 3 of Cups. 9, 9, 3, 3, 10 of Cups. 4 of Wands. The King of Wands. Ooh. Pile number 4. Knight of Cups. 8 of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. What the fuck? Yeah. This is so interesting. Pile number 1, you were waiting for your ships to come in. You were waiting for your 3 of Cups to come in. You were waiting for your 10 of Cups, your 10 of Pentacles to come in. You were waiting for your reality to shift. You were waiting for maybe even people to start noticing you, or like, just like, I don't know, you were waiting or hoping for something. But the universe, your divinity, wants you to know that since you're done, like when you're done with this reading, you're gonna go into this knowing, or you're gonna have this experience where you're gonna fully realize that they were the ones waiting for you. You understand? They were the ones hoping for you, feeling lonely without you, feeling wounded without you. But I feel like that is the whole point of the wounded healer archetype. I would rather call it now the healed healer archetype, because that is what you do. You heal impossible wounds, and that is why you were waited for. That is why you were so anticipated. Judgment, Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles. That is why you were so anticipated. Thank you so much, pile number 4. That was your reading. Please do consider liking, subscribing, donating, contacting me for personal reading. Everything is in the description box down below.